Hello, and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide, a podcast that spends each episode delving into a mystical new game, exploring its charms and challenges, and helping you decide if it should be next on your list. I'm your host, Shawn.
Rylan!
And I'm Emma.
Ooh, nice! Join us this week for this discussion episode as we escape reality and enter the metaphysical. For the remainder of this episode, let me be your game guide. I went DJ a little on that, but that's
okay.
Yeah,
No, I
that's
mean-
all right. You know, I'm just trying. I couldn't fit.
Still
what
music.
What you guys had was too good. I tried.
I also have to do something with my hands, even though no one can see.
It's required.
I
Yeah.
can't.
You're a true rocker. That's
You got to
why.
throw those horns up. For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. But yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. This is the discussion episode of Fretless, the Wrath of Riffson.
Yep.
You got it.
I got it. So we're talking about this. We're going to talk about our experience with the game, any secrets, some spoils. And so if you want to be a part of that, come listen in.
Yeah. If you didn't listen to last week's episode,
You should.
go listen to last week's episode.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
You'll figure out why we gave it the ratings that we gave it.
Yeah, that's very true. So what ratings did we give this game from last week? Just so people are aware. I gave it a 3.8.
I didn't think this one made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for me.
Oh,
3.6.
okay.
It was definitely in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, inducted today.
I already made the joke. You can't.
Shut up.
Okay, sorry. Volume down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I turned it up to 11.
Ooh, nice. Not a
what you've
6.7.
I gave it a 4.5. Yeah.
Cool. All right. So last year we played a game, and we always talk about the game that we played last year on this episode. So what game can we guess did we play last year?
After Belatra, we played Two Falls. Nishu Towa.
Wow. Yishu Takawachina.
Yep, that one. I don't even know why I tried.
I don't actually.
I started
hope
saying
said
it, and I was like, I don't know.
Dang.
Yishu Takawachina.
Good
I
poll.
think that's
Damn.
what it's called. Yeah.
I know because I was also injured for that one, so
Oh, you were, yeah.
Yeah, you have something to kind of.
have a reference point.
Yeah.
Didn't we do another extra life for that too?
We sure did. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
good.
but that'll be discussed during our next episode.
Yeah,
'Cause that
for
was
sure.
that was that time last year.
Dang.
Never mind.
All right.
Sorry. Two Falls, also a game that I rated 3.6, I believe.
Mm.
They're in the same category. Yeah.
Oh.
Nope, that's not true.
Oh.
Oh,
All right.
you scored Two Falls pretty high.
3.7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was higher. Never mind.
I thought it was lower for some reason, so never mind.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyways, we're going to just get started and start talking about the game itself. I will start and then I'll let you guys finish.
Sure.
So
That
I'll
sounds
do
good.
I'll
Yeah.
do like the first two bosses, and then after that I'll let you guys take over, because
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that I get a little fuzzy. So
yeah, and I mean, do we want to just like go through each area? We can talk about our experience in that area, kind of the instruments that we chose to use, all that kind of stuff.
100%.
Sure.
That sounds great.
Sweet.
Okay, I'm going to start from the beginning. So, it starts off with a cinematic. There's some rocker guy on stage. He's got this huge like sword guitar, and he's playing. And then he joins. It's just like him rocking out, and then he kind of goes missing, from my understanding. He joins SMR.
Yeah, Super Mega Records signs him.
Yeah. And then after that, you just don't hear from them anymore.
Mhm.
So you wake up. You're Robert, the main character. You wake up in your house, and you have a bunch of like different games and a bunch of different little things that are inside your house that you can interact with. But then you leave and you talk to, was it Dr. Rift? Dr. Strum. Dr. Strum.
Mhm.
And you're supposed to meet him at his house. And he hooks you up with your first weapon, which is your acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
And tells you essentially that you need to go and figure out what's going on with this SMR situation. Something's going on and you need to figure it out. So
You gotta go win Battle of the Bands.
you gotta win Battle of the Bands and be the best, so that way you can join a SMR and be one of the cool kids on the block.
Well,
So-
if you win Battle of the Bands, you get to like make one request.
Right.
And so he
I did
wants
not
you.
remember this.
Oh yeah. So there's something fishy going on, and Dr. Strum, who used to work for, I always want to say
SMR.
SMS.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
SMR, and he's like, something bad is going on, and you need to basically win so you can fix it.
Get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you start walking through. You're supposed to head through the forest, through the thicket, so you can find someone at the Drop D beach. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And so you start off, and you start in the section called Songwood Forest, which is kind of like your intro area.
Yeah.
You learn some stuff. You start learning how the battle mechanics work and how riffs work. You start learning how to play your acoustic guitar, which is really fun because there's like an acoustic background anytime that you have that weapon out, which is kind of fun. So you start going through there, you get through the dissonant thicket, or you start entering the dissonant thicket, and you get the bass guitar in that section.
Oh, yeah.
Slap the bass. And so I used that quite a bit. I was slapping the bass pretty regularly, which sounds dirty, but that was what I was doing. I mean, it does, you know. Yeah, I was doing that pretty regularly or whatever. And so it
Repeats himself.
Okay, so anyways, in the Dissonant Thicket is just the second area in this. This is where you start experiencing some more monsters that are of different variety. There's a band that's in the Dissonant Thicket that is trying to fight you. They're also part of the SMR group. You get through that. You do get some upgrades. You get to go back to town a few times so you can kind of heal, and you get different mods in town. You can get different riffs in town. You can upgrade things. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, so it's nice to always go back and forth. You can learn how to fast travel here, and then you start getting into the Songwood Forest. You go through all that. You go through the Dissonant Thicket, which is another woodsy, dark space. And then
with spiders.
With spiders, yeah.
Dissonant Thicket.
Dissonant Thicket, thank you. And then after that, you meet, in the Songwood, you meet your first boss, which is the Ox Trench Spider? Ox.
I didn't realize it was
Ox?
ox, like ox cord.
Ox
Yeah,
cord.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was.
Not like moo.
Oxarachnid or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
something like
Yes.
that.
Oxarachnid?
Yeah, and that's like the first boss, but it's kind of like the intro boss in my opinion.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you fight him or them, they, and they
I don't want to misgender the fictional spider.
Yeah, no, you don't want that. So that was an interesting fight because it was like you fought him for a while and then he would leave. Some more people would come and then he'd come back. That was the big thing.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
that was pretty much it. But then you continue on, you go through the thicket, and then at the end of the thicket is where you meet SMR Larry.
Bum, bum, bum.
And he's like the first SMR employee that you've seen.
Yeah.
And he essentially tells you that you suck. You're not going to get past him. They're trying to hold some event or something, and there's some technical issues, but he's trying to hold you up. He doesn't want you because
He doesn't want you to go to Battle of the Band.
He
Yeah.
doesn't because they all think that you're like the chosen one or something like that. So she's trying to stop you from.
Well, they just don't want anyone to join Battle of the Bands that isn't part of Riffson's plan,
Yeah.
because he picks who wins.
He's looking
and-
for gullible people or some crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he wants people that will sign on instead of asking for anything from him, that they'll just sign on with him.
Yeah.
And this whole time you're seeing his guys, his little henchmen are releasing. You learn that he's creating these monsters out of the animals that are in the forest, and he's releasing them.
Yeah, animals plus the sonic energy
Yeah.
equals these monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting because there's different bats and there's spiders, all kinds of different things that have this now sonic power. So, so you fight SMR Larry, and he's a little bit, I will say, he's kind of an asshole. I don't like him. He killed me a lot. And so he has a giant sword guitar that he plays.
It's like a Buster Keytar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is so funny.
Yeah, it's humongous.
I really thought we'd get that weapon.
I know. I was really hoping we would.
Sick.
It's so cool. But you fight him. He also has a crescendo where he does a bunch of different attacks, and the animation for that was really cool. But it was definitely metal vibes when he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
And once you beat him, you get, what's it called, a rift power or something like that.
Before we get too far, let's just talk about like what we were playing at this point. Like, what kind of instrument were you guys playing? How did you have it modded?
Yeah.
What kind of, do you remember at all? I know this is kind of like a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, I was also slapping the bass on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
God.
And
I know what you mean, dude.
yeah.
Help!
6'7". In case
my safe word is 6'7".
Yeah. Shoot,
Okay.
I can't even focus.
Sorry.
No, it's completely my fault. Yeah, as soon as I unlocked the base, I just went to that. And it kind of seemed like I didn't know if the enemies were more susceptible to that kind of stuff. If like the strategy for the enemies changed with the weapons you unlocked at first. It seemed like that a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's just what I did. I kind of went with like the regular strategy of just like get your slap up, your slap damage up.
Yeah.
And,
I will say, I will say, so to give some more context, because we didn't really do it last episode.
Oh yeah.
Each one of these weapons or instruments has a specific kind of battle style. So for the acoustic, it was all about getting an effect called gain, which was healing. So it was a lot of like shielding and healing while also causing damage.
Mm-hmm.
The bass was more, you would get a slap every time that you use certain abilities, or you'd get multiple slaps. If you got over 10 slaps, your slap meter would reduce back down to 0. And so you had to kind of constantly gauge where your slap level was, because the higher your slap was, the more damage you would get.
Yeah.
So, and there was also an ability where like, if you had a high enough slap and you used it, it would be like 5 times the damage for how many slaps you had. So it was kind of key to like use that at certain times when you're like at 8 or 9 slaps, and then you get hit a bunch, and then you add a bunch on, and then you use that.
Yeah.
So you can get the most out of it as possible. So, yeah, each one of these had very individual strategies that you needed to kind of, if you were picking that, you needed to kind of focus on those certain things. So, we'll talk about the other two when we get to them, but
yeah,
the next one we'll get to shortly. But.
You also had a different selection of riffs for each one too. And I feel like at this point in the game, you didn't have a lot to build your deck out of.
No, you had like 4 extra cards that you got because you had to go back to the dog when you got the dog treat.
Yeah. Oh, the dog.
Yeah, you guys dog treat back, and then you get some additional riffs from that statue that's in town.
Where was, I never did that. I never figured out where the dog's
toy was.
It was in the forest.
Oh,
yeah,
I never found it.
I think it was like after you kill the ox arachnid or whatever, you can like go through the log. I want to say, or you can continue on the path.
Maybe I just didn't do that.
So it was one of those where you didn't know.
It was
maybe it was
thing.
somewhere else. I'm not sure.
But you could also buy riffs from that one guy.
Yeah, there was a vendor. So.
Yeah, you could also buy mods and some others, healing potions, other things in town, which was really handy. So, I would say that I was on my base too. I had the I guess I could look. I had strings that helped with something. I had a ceramic. No, that was on the acoustic. I forget all the mods that I had, but I was definitely on the bass for a while.
Yeah.
So,
I assume that that's kind of how everyone plays it, honestly, because once I got the bass, playing the guitar was not doing it. Like, even when I felt like I had it, like all the mods were on there, I had like upgraded a lot of the weapons. It just wasn't working.
It seemed more defensive, where the bass was like, let me smack some fools.
Slap
some fools. Yeah.
And I think it was after the SMR Larry battle, but I did get a card that immediately doubled your slap. And you gained a lot of slap when you used your crescendo. So the crescendo was something that was constant between instruments. And you would charge up this crescendo, and once it was fully charged, you could use it as like a one-time bonus turn.
Bonus depending on which weapon you are using.
Yeah, and it would basically, you would get like 30 slap by the end of it. And so I don't remember what, we'll get to the enemy, but I strategically got my slap up to 30 and then immediately doubled my slap to 60 and then played the card that was like cause 8 times the damage of your current slap and just like
boom.
So
huge
that was
damage.
I think probably how most people play with that. The base is just kind of
get the slap high.
Go
slap happy.
But SMR Larry killed me multiple times because I didn't realize that you could use potions in battle.
That took me a little bit too.
I was like, I keep dying. Like, I just need a little bit more health. Yeah. Whoops.
Yeah. I also didn't realize that the shield potions were shield potions. I thought there was like energy potions or something. So I never used it for a while. And then I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. Like, I could use that. That would be really helpful. So
I did appreciate too. I don't remember like specific abilities, but I did appreciate how the different enemies in this game had abilities of their own too.
Oh yeah.
So when you get into combat with like 3 different guys, you're like, oh, I better kill that one first, or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
The enemies were pretty unique in this game.
Yeah, and you could like pull your right trigger and it would highlight the different enemies. And so if you were fighting someone new, you could figure out kind of what their special effects were and who you needed to kill first. If you had 2 different enemies and one of them you were like, oh, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. Because you can get like static effects on the enemies and yourself. They can cause static effects to you as well. So definitely something to keep an eye on while you're playing. But
which those effects were a really big part just coming up in the game a little bit further.
I
don't know when you get it. You get the
synth.
Yeah, that's actually at the beach. So after this, you walk down the trail and you get to the Drop D beach where you meet Dr. Strum again. And he gives you the synth at that point and says, okay, I've retired. Your submission's still in. You can still go to the Battle of the Bands, but I'm giving this to you as, kind of the last piece or last offering before I leave. So, I
didn't use it once.
Oh, okay.
I used it a little bit. I really liked the animation with this one because it was very colorful, very big, and so that was cool, but I didn't use a whole lot. I stopped playing a little bit after this. So
and I had like animations where you're using it like as a skateboard and stuff. So it was pretty
that's
fun.
Yeah, you're like flying through space and stuff. It was pretty cool. So
it was very much about like adding the debuffs to the enemy. I switched to it right away, and then I was like, dang, this seems a lot less strong. But I didn't switch off of it until I got the 4th weapon. Yeah,
I did notice that it was very dependent on debuffing and that kind of thing compared to some of the other ones. So,
Yeah, I didn't play it at all. I was again, if I find something that works, I'm like, I'm not changing. And the base was still, because even when I got the base, I was still trying to use the guitar. But the acoustic guitar sucked so bad. I was like, well, I guess I need to switch to the bass. But when I had the bass and I got the synth, the bass was still just absolutely wrecking the enemies. So I was like, I'm not going to change. I don't like change.
Well, I think the synth was kind of a big learning curve too. So I definitely, if you were rocking the bass and liking that.
Yeah. Well, and I would get used to the timing of the attacks on a certain weapon, and I remember in the beginning switching from the guitar to the bass. I was like, oh no, now I need to learn the rhythm that I need to hit like each attack. And I was like, I'm not changing. I can't. I like my brain, my poor little pea-sized brain will not remember. So I was still rocking the bass at this point. But you can't go any further because there's so much smoke.
Well, and I couldn't go further because I couldn't figure out where you're supposed to go.
Oh no!
I stopped playing that time because I was at the beach. And I was like, I can't figure out where to go next.
Oh no! Yeah, there is like a little ramp that you go up the mountain.
Yeah.
I almost looked it up. To be honest, I was close. I was close.
Yeah. You have to. This person talks to you, or the captain of the boat that you're trying to leave off the island with. You talk to him and he's like, well, we can't leave because there's a bunch of fog in the way. So you have to figure out where this fog's coming from. I've sent a crew up. Why don't you go follow them and see what you can find? Yeah. And so you start heading up that way. You fight some different monsters and then you meet the crew. And that's kind of where I left off, is where I met them. So
Yeah, these are like the old men in like raincoats.
Yeah. Like they're old sailors, like
Yeah.
from the fisherman box.
Yeah. Well, up higher on the mountain, you end up fighting like a giant. It's not a dinosaur, but I kept thinking it was a dinosaur because
it's like they're called xylamanders.
Yeah.
They're kind of like a mix of like a xylophone and a
salamander and an armadillo all in one.
Yeah, interesting.
I liked these because they
really
did make
cute.
like a little xylophone noise when they attacked. It was like doo doo diddly doo doo.
Oh,
and they hatched from eggs.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they died, they would like become skeletons. I don't know if you. Had that.
They would. Yeah, they would melt away into skeletons.
They were cool. I liked them a lot.
But it was this giant salamander xylophone thing.
Xylamander.
This was the one that I like one shot with my base.
Your huge base.
Yeah.
that's awesome though.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm the best. I have completely solved the problem, and then I ran all the way down to the boat.
Oh,
I don't know why. And he was like, "There's still fog," and I was like, "That
You've got to keep going.
That wasn't the problem."
yeah. Oh. Shoot.
Yeah, there was more.
No, because
well,
you come across the like is it the SMR Prophet Mancer?
I can't remember what his name was.
The Prophet Mancer is maybe in the next section. The Timbre Faults.
Timber?
Yeah.
The Timber Faults?
Timber Faults, and then SMR Prophet Mancer. Lava Riffson?
Yeah.
Because you technically don't fight this guy. And we haven't talked about, after you beat SMR Larry, there is a cutscene that goes back to Rick Riffson in
It's
his
pretty good.
headquarters.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see the empty seat where SMR Larry is supposed to be, and he has two other people that
They're
he's
like
talking
shadowy
to.
figures.
Yeah, and he's like, "You guys have to take care of this Rob character. Like, he can't make it."
And they're like, "No problem, boss."
Yeah.
Prophet Mancer guy's like, "I'll take care of this. Like, leave it to me."
Yeah, but he's a little wimp. He's a little baby.
Yeah. he
Oh,
sucks.
yeah.
He literally like hides behind a rock and lets this lava version of Rick come out.
I know, and he's poking his head out from
Yeah,
the side.
well-
Of it. Yeah.
He's all scared. Yeah.
Dang.
But the lava Rick Riffson was pretty cool because he was playing like these organ pipes in the lava.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
And so his thing was like all three organ pipes had health,
Mhm.
and you had to kill all of them before he could take any damage.
Oh.
And then so multiple times throughout the fight, he would like recover them and so
Sure.
he'd come back again.
Yeah. You would have to like get all three of the pipes down and then try and kill him as much as you
Yeah.
could. But it was in like 2 rounds that he would regenerate all of the organ
Wow.
pipes.
So you just have to try to crush it as much as you can in the rounds. Yeah.
But definitely by the time you're here, you have the 8-string. You have the next weapon. Because I remember I was using it for this battle.
Yeah, I remember where you get it, because halfway up the mountain you get to Zolio's camp. Or is that what his name is?
Yeah,
Zolio? Yeah, and he's like an artifact collector, and he needs the xylophone. The xylamander stole something from him.
Something like that, yeah.
And so you get that item, you bring it back to him. He takes you down into his little cave where he has all his artifacts.
Well, I think he's raiding.
Oh,
he's like,
I thought that's where he collected his artifacts, but
no,
maybe not.
I think it's like some like
He was doing a
musical
raid.
tomb or something.
Got
and so
it.
he's like, doing the uncool thing and raiding history. But
yeah, and you get to take one thing, and that's where you take the 8-string.
yeah, so you take the 8-string guitar, and it's very heavy metal kind of thing, and its special ability is has a thing called invoke, where you're drawing a pentagram with 8 lines, 3 of which form the circle around it and 5 for the star.
Yeah.
And once you have all 8 in there, then at the end of your turn, it will summon like a demon guy. I'm
Like the devil.
trying to remember his name. He was like the spirit of
Satan.
Get or something.
Spirit of Satan.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
He had like a cow skull and like angel wings, and he was like very metal, and he would pop out of the ground and shoot like 4 fireballs that did a bunch of damage.
Yeah, it would go in like slow motion every time.
It took forever because that was my build for the whole game, was like do that as much as possible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I could literally like make it happen like almost every other turn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is how I wrecked the whole game.
Heck
but
yeah.
I did not do that at all.
yeah, that was what I focused on. But yeah, that slow motion killed me every time. I was like, come on, man, just kill him faster.
Yeah.
But that was fun. And a lot
That's
of
cool.
A lot of the abilities on that were like deal damage to yourself though, and maybe get some benefit from it. So you really had to be careful with your life.
Yes.
But you could also
did.
do a crap ton of damage.
Cool.
So,
Yeah, I hadn't switched to the 8-string yet. I was still
slapping the bass on the
Slapping the
regular.
boss.
Slapping the
Yeah.
boss on a regular.
slapping a bus on the rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we
and
all
I
do.
think that's what I was using for the lava Rick. I think it was probably not until I got over and like shipwrecked that I started using the 8-string.
Yeah, because after you defeat Lava Rick and you stop the volcano from emitting mist or something,
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going
Smoking.
on. Smoking, yeah. You go back to the boat and you're sailing across it. Well, meanwhile, Rick is in his meeting and his only VP left is the SMR assassin.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
he's like, you better handle this.
And she's like, I got it.
Yeah, she's like, no problem. So
Got
the SMR assassin goes on the ship and cuts it up with her. She has a cello, right? She's got a
It's
cello?
like an electric violin or something like
Fuck
that,
yeah.
or
but
a cello.
But the blade is like a katana.
Yeah, so like
Dang.
her bow is like a sword.
It's pretty fucking cool.
It was the coolest,
Yeah.
coolest
Yeah.
instrument in the whole game. I could not tell if it was a cello or if it was like. Have you seen those electric violins that people play on like the
No.
side of the street? Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
I didn't
Anyways,
know.
it was cool. But anyway, so she cut the crap out of your boat. So you crash land. You're supposed to take the boat straight to the Battle of the Bands, but you not crash land. What do you?
Shipwreck.
You shipwreck. Yeah.
Land ho.
In the tundra.
Oh.
It's all snowy.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
And from here, it's all snowy. You're going through. This place was really pretty. There were like squirrels running around, and basically what you had to do, there was like some big tree that was like the source of sonic energy or some crap.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was like mystical. I don't know the
It
plot.
had little butterflies in these
Yeah.
like clear glass.
You had to like
ornaments.
get 3, I guess, like charms or something to put up to it. It's really unclear on what was going on.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's
you
alright.
just followed
Yeah,
the way.
yeah, it wasn't that important though. But they did have some lore there, I guess.
Oh, because no, continue.
And you also meet another scientist who had previously worked for SMR,
Yes.
just like Dr. Strum. And she was really disillusioned with it all. Well, first she was like, no, I never worked with them. I want to work with them. But then you find her diary.
Yeah, like little pages of her
yeah.
diary are scattered about.
And she had previously worked with SMR and was like, this isn't cool what they're doing. Like, I don't think we should be transforming the animals or whatever. And like, SMR is really unethical. So she didn't like that. Basically just trying to cement that SMR
Is
super
trash.
mega record, super mega or super metal.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even realize that SMR standed for the record label. I was like, what is SMR? I thought it was I
Oh.
literally thought it was like a musical term that I had not known.
No. What does ASMR stand for?
I
'Cause
know
I kept
what it
thinking about
is,
that
but I don't
throughout
know
this
what
game.
the acronym is.
I thought there might be like something like, oh, you have to defeat SMR with ASMR.
Oh,
but
yeah.
they didn't do
Tap
it.
your fingers on the mic.
It stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
Thanks. Is that from our contacts or people? I mean,
Yep,
cool.
that is from our people.
Um,
Oh
well,
no,
if
sorry, that was actually dictionary.com. My bad.
Oh.
That's our other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got so many people.
Yeah.
So many-
Yeah.
We also know the Spanish people from there too, because we use the
Oh,
Spanish dictionary quite a bit.
dictionary.com. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See.
We're learning Spanish.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
We're in Tundra
SMR.
Town. Yeah, SMR assassin.
Yeah. So you meet this woman who was a scientist there previously.
Yeah.
I don't remember her name.
Well,
I should have
and-
written it down.
She even says that she went like the diary entry where she's like, I just left. She's like, I should have told Dr. Strum. Like, I know he doesn't know about this. There's no way that he would be in on this, but he'll figure it out soon enough.
And I think he's like the great mind behind it all too.
Yeah, he created it as like it's supposed to be fun. Like it's
Yeah.
supposed to
I think
be.
they were
It was supposed to be
like-
for kids.
Yeah, we're gonna create monsters, but for kids.
Like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
even
fun.
think they were supposed to be monsters. I think they were just
like
supposed
Happy
to be
Meal toys.
I don't
Like-
know.
Yeah.
I think they were just supposed to be like cute and fun and for kids, but it ended up being like
More of the bird horn variety, more than like spider monster
Yeah, I don't even really know like even what Rick Riffson's purpose was to have monsters created.
He's just making money, man.
Okay,
He's
Yeah,
just
he
trying
wants
to
to take
make
over the
money.
world.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta respect the hustle, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember in that first segment, he was like, we need to be everywhere. We need to do everything. And they're like, well, our budget constraints say that we can't do that. And so he was like really pissed off about
Yeah.
it. So I think he's just trying to take over the world.
And hey, I think Rick Riffson is actually a character from videos in Rob Scallon's channel too.
Really?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think
Dang.
there's videos like I think one of the inspirations for the game was there's like a video that's like RPG with music or something where he's
Yeah.
like it has like the kind of like the two characters on the screen like an RPG and it's like him against Rick and they're fighting
Oh
like
my
with like a little
God.
menu and stuff.
I love this.
Anyways,
That's cool.
Yeah. So
This guy's just living his dream.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
it's just he's just having so much fun
Yeah.
on YouTube doing all sorts of things.
Oh, and speaking of YouTube, if you're watching this on YouTube, you are watching me play the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
right
and you're
now.
not going to see the credits roll because, spoiler alert, I did not beat. Well, I mean, I beat the game, but not when I was recording.
Yeah.
Oops.
But yeah, no, you'll see me die, and you'll probably be like, "Why is she playing like that?" Well, it was too late for me. I needed to like completely retcon the way that I was playing the 8-string in order to do the final boss.
Sure.
You needed that hella invoke strategy.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it when we get to the end, kind of
Sure.
what my strategy was with the 8-string and why it didn't work once
Yeah.
I got to the final boss. Because I was doing great, like, up until Riffson. So, yeah.
So I'm trying to remember if there was a boss in this tundra area or not until we get onto the mountain.
So kind of. You have, like, little mini bosses in each area. So,
Oh,
the little,
yeah, like the ox
they're
snake.
like clarinet-looking snakes. But
Oh,
they're
there's like the centipede
curled.
things. That's different. Never mind. That's
Yeah, so there's like little in each of the 3 areas. There's like a little mini boss that you have to beat. So the first area, I mean, it's all the same type of creature,
Yeah.
but the first you're chasing down a squirrel,
Mhm.
and then you get the charm, and then the second area is what we were just talking about with the scientist whose dog can't
Is
get
missing. Yeah.
his ball is stuck in a tree, and so
Oh.
once you get the boss in that area, then the wolves howl it out of the
So
tree
random.
for him.
Nice.
And then he digs up the charm you need and you can take it. And then the last area, I don't even remember what the last area was. It was the last area you literally like run like 10 feet and then it's sitting
Yeah, it
there.
was,
You
like,
beat
right
the
there.
boss, you
Yeah.
grab it, and then you come back. There wasn't a lot to that third area. But then you go up into the tundra.
I
Up
don't,
into
I don't
the
remember how the
mountain.
tree, finishing that tree stuff gets you there.
It all lights
Like-
up and then 2 little stepping stones rise so you can go further.
Yeah, so you basically get to base camp, which we mentioned briefly earlier.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
In
we
last
went
episode.
last episode. This was my favorite area.
Yeah, BASS camp. But
Yeah.
it's like the base camp for up the snowy mountain.
hmm
It's like a ski town. There's different people. There's the trading game that you mentioned last episode where you
Yeah.
basically get an item from one person, you need to bring it to the next person based on what you think they need.
Oh.
And then that person gives you something and you keep trading around until at the end you get a pedal
Yeah.
that you
Is
can
it good?
equip. I don't think so. I didn't
Huh.
use it.
I don't think I did either.
Yeah. I think it mostly just wasn't for my strategy,
Yeah.
but
I can't remember what pedals I was using by the end, but I needed to adjust my pedals.
I know I think you get a pedal like right away that's like plus 25 health.
See,
Yeah.
I wasn't using that pedal.
I used that the whole time because I needed the extra health because I was hurting myself so much.
Oh,
Well,
from the
and-
8-string, yeah.
Yeah.
See, well, I'll talk about it right now.
Yeah, tell me.
My strategy with the 8-string was I had strings that would every time every time like an enemy died, I would gain 20 health. And so
Oh.
I was like, this is perfect. I don't need that pedal to give me extra because I'm gaining health every time someone dies. And so I had it, so I was heavily reliant on that. I was damaging myself a lot. And then I didn't have a lot of like heal cards. I got rid of all the cards that gave me any sort of healing because I was getting so many. And I think I upgraded it too. I don't think it starts at 20. I think I upgraded it so I was healing more.
Oh.
And then by the time you get to Riffson, he is just one enemy. Even though there's like multiple things that you're fighting, all of a sudden, even though I was killing these quote unquote enemies, I was not
really?
getting my 20
Oh.
health bonus. So I literally just had no way to heal. I was slowly losing all of my
That
Well, that stinks
sucks.
because the crescendo bonus on the 8 string does heal you also,
Yeah.
based on how much damage you deal, I think.
Yeah.
And I think you're dealing damage to everybody. I felt like I was getting like full health from that every time when I was fighting Riff.
Well, and I think
Riffson.
maybe that was like a pedal or or something, because that was not happening for me. But
Oh, bummer.
the pedals that I had was like the QTE. Every time you block, 100% of that damage also gets
I had that one too.
damaged to the enemy.
Yeah, I used that.
For the final, I added that 25 pedal back in.
Yeah.
So I had an extra 25 health, and then the third one had to do with charging the crescendo. Or no, it was the crescendo dealt 50% more damage.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
heck yeah.
That's what I was doing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I used one that charged the crescendo because I was crescendoing a lot too. I think I just used one that like did 5 every turn, like charged by 5 every turn.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to use another one that's like if you play 2 of the same riff, it also charges by 5.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
I decided I didn't have room for both, so I just went with the consistent one.
I had that one in the beginning, but I got rid of it pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I also had I had a card, or no, it wasn't a pedal. It must have been one of the accessories I put on the guitar, but I basically took 10 damage at the beginning of my turn, and then I gained 10 health
Yes.
at the end of my turn.
That was really helpful.
Which was great because the second you start every turn taking damage, which a lot of the cards for that weapon only like they're so much more beneficial if you've taken damage.
Yeah, or
So-
based on how much damage you've taken and stuff like that.
Yeah, so you could kind of like take a lot of the cards out of your hand that dealt damage to you, and then just have the ones that did damage according to how much damage you took.
Yeah.
And there was the charge crescendo one where it was like take 30 health and charge your crescendo by 20.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh, I was doing that constantly.
That actually sounds really strong because the crescendo would heal
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So I would take 10 damage at the beginning of my turn, cause myself 30 damage to charge my crescendo, and then I would play a card that did 8 times however much damage I had taken that turn, and then I would deal that damage, and then I would gain 10 back, and then
Yeah, I was all about like the cards that did invoke, because I think I had like 6 of them in my deck at the end.
I
so
was
it's like,
so not worried about the invoke
and I think
stuff.
one of my mods like get an extra invoke every turn, plus like at the start of battle get an invoke per enemy in combat. So
oh yeah, I remember. The invoke was just like a happy. I was like, oh, this is a nice thing that's happening, but I didn't structure my build around it.
I
at
was
all.
really going for that as much as possible, because you also had cards that like did like ×5 and then upgraded like ×8 times your invoke.
Yeah,
Which did add up quite a bit too. When you
Yeah.
can get like 8 × 8 that doesn't sound that great now that I'm saying out, like it's 64 is like a lot of damage, but it could be more.
Yeah.
But anyways.
yeah. I was all about the do X amount, like X times the amount of damage you'd take in that turn, and I was just like, it was that 30 damage, because then I was charging my crescendo, and I had 2 of those in my hand, so I could charge my crescendo pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So I think final boss, I think my crescendo ended up being charged like 3 times.
Either way, yeah, it seemed like the 8 string had like a lot of damage potential.
Yeah.
But you also have to like manage your health very carefully.
I definitely got the achievement of killing myself with the 8 string, because I did. The reason I
that's fun.
died is because I gave damage to myself. I was like, damn it.
Oops.
And you'll see that at the end of this video. Yeah, but that was I had such a rough time once I got to the end of that boss battle, because I had like 15 health, 20 health, 10 health. I think at one point I was at 2 health, and I couldn't even. I was like, I can't do anything, because the second I do anything, I'm gonna die, and then that's how it had to be.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
But we jumped ahead a little bit, but sorry,
we can kind of zoom
were
through the story a little bit too.
well, we were back at
Base camp.
Base camp. We did our little trading, and then you end up trying to mess with their intercom, like their communications, and you end up blowing it up. and Dr. Strum's on the phone with you, and he's like, "Oh, they must have upped their security."
Well, yeah, because he like hacks it or whatever.
He was trying to
tried
hack in because his plan is he's like, you need to send out a distress signal so they come with the helicopter, and then you hijack the helicopter and you take it to
Dang, Battle of the
which is
Bands.
what you end up doing.
Yes.
That's so
which is pretty
hardcore.
sick,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you basically the alternate, you have to you end up breaking. There's like a giant creature out in the ice, and you break the creature out of the ice, and you battle it.
I didn't battle it.
Oh.
What? You didn't? You
Yeah.
didn't go back?
No, I
Oh.
forgot about that. I realized that earlier today. I was like, oh yeah, I never battled the Hyper Beast or whatever it was called.
Yeah, it wasn't crazy. It was
Okay.
again. I think I blew through it pretty quick, and then you go up the mountain. And yeah, you do a little SOS by hitting the frequency bells up there.
Yeah.
And
This was like a huge mountain that had like bells everywhere.
Dang.
It was kind of cool.
yeah, and then the assassin comes, and she hops off the helicopter, and she's got her electric string instrument.
Dang.
And it's pretty cool because her like buddies are like in the helicopter. They're like dropping things down or coming down themselves, but you can always see what they're about to do,
Yeah.
but you can't interact with it.
Yeah, they'll be like hanging on the helicopter, so you know they're gonna hop
Yeah.
into action the next round.
Shoot.
I like
Cool though.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good fight.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed with the music at this point. I felt like it could have been a lot cooler with her string instrument. It didn't.
I don't even remember it.
Was
Mm-hmm.
it like violin-y? Like, did it hit the strings?
No, I mean, yeah,
That's fucked.
it was okay.
It's like the one time
Yeah.
you should be just jamming on
I mean,
it. But
honestly, I don't really remember any of the music from this game, which is kind of sad since it was
Wow.
all about music.
Oh, yeah,
I remember
dude.
so much of the music. I just loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, but then you take the helicopter to battle with the bands.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And
So,
you're-
what do you get from her when you defeat her? Do you get anything
The
important? or-
helicopter.
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get like a new weapon because you've already got them all.
I
You
think you
might
get a
get like a
pedal.
pedal, yeah,
Yeah.
Mm,
which is pretty much the bigger rewards from this point in the game. But
yeah. Cool. Okay. So you hijack the helicopter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you make it to battle with the bands, and everyone's there.
yeah,
Wow,
it's
all the cool cats.
yeah, and like all the people you've met along the journey, a lot of them are. There's just like crowds of people that you can interact with. There's like hot dog vendors and random crap happening.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And you basically eventually go up to the main bouncer and you're like, hey, I'm here for the Battle of the Bands. He's like, cool, come on in. And
Yeah.
you start the first round, and the first round has 3 different fights, and each one is like a band.
Oh.
And so Rick Riffson is up there saying like, oh, we got this loser Rob who's gonna try his best. Isn't that cute, everybody? Like,
Yeah.
he's just trash talking you under his breath the whole time. And
Dang.
he's like, oh, he worked so hard to get here, but unfortunately he's gonna lose now. And so you fight these bands, and Emma, I'm guessing you have some of these written down.
I'm looking right now.
They were pretty fun bands. The band names were
They were so punny.
yeah, and some of them were like guys with instruments, like a actual band, and some of them were like just monsters.
Oh yeah.
And so you have like a series of battles that you can't like stop in between and heal or anything.
So do you have to go through like round 1? You go through the 3 fights, then you have a chance to heal. Then you go through another section of fights.
And after the first section of the fights,
Well, I have names if we want to talk.
Yeah,
names.
yeah, give me
so
some names.
our first people that we fight, it's Cyberpunk and Mr. Meaty.
Mr. Meaty.
And then next you battle Brass to the Bone.
Nice.
And then
is it
after
like
that,
carbon dioxide?
Karma Dioxide,
Karma
which
Dioxide.
you meet them over by the ship.
Oh yeah,
They're like at the docks waiting for the ship to
Oh,
leave, and
right.
they're assholes. Well, one of them is an asshole to you, but yeah,
Jerk.
so you rip them up,
yeah,
and
fuck
then
them up.
after that round, there's like a little break in the Battle of the Bands, and Rick Riffson. Gosh,
I know.
that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Rick Riffson is talking to his security manager, and he's like, basically, you're fired if you can't stop him.
Yeah, he's like, don't make sure he does not show up for round
Yeah,
2.
or you're gonna be
Oh.
like shoveling garbage the rest of your life, or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's exactly what he said.
And so then you're not allowed to go in the next round, so you have to sneak in.
Yeah.
And this actually is like kind of a weird part. You like go through the sewers for a minute, and then you go to like the back room of their headquarters, and you
like
have to sneak past. It's like a stealth.
Stealth time.
Yeah.
Which
Oh.
I feel like you're gonna say you didn't like this.
No, I was gonna say I appreciated this.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because I was so excited because I was a little burnt out after the first round. I was like, I don't know if I can keep battling people, and then go to round 2 and like battle more people. It was a nice break to just kind of be sneaky.
Yeah, it was a little bit silly, but like I think it was just one of those things, and it wasn't too long, it wasn't too hard. You just kind of do it. If you mess up, there's like a checkpoint just right in the last room you were at. So
that's nice.
It's just kind of like a little fun thing to do.
Yeah.
It was very classic. If they see you, they're like, you gotta get out of here, I got you. And then you just start over at the beginning of the room.
But it had like the lackeys walking around the office, and you can see their like vision, so you know where to stay out of.
Yeah.
You like plot your way through it. But so then you eventually get.
Is this where you thought you couldn't go places? Because I had trouble figuring out where I was supposed to go.
There was some of this too, yeah, because the office building looked pretty cool, but it was hard to tell because like sometimes it was like a window and sometimes it was like a rug, and I don't know which.
Yeah,
sure.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Or like there was a door, but I didn't realize I could just walk through the door. Yeah.
So anyways, you get to the next round of the Battle of the Bands, you make it, and Rick is surprised you're there, but he's still going to trash talk you a bunch.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice because I think there's somebody in the stands that's like from your hometown that's like holding up like, "We love you, Rob," or something.
Yeah.
So
cool.
it's fun. There's like a big crowd. You're on the stage. And you fight 3 more groups of enemies.
Oh, and Dr. Strum is there. He's like, I made it. And he's like, yeah, I had a teleporter, but like I
spaced it or something like
forgot.
that.
Yeah.
Dang, dude,
But
come on, doctor.
Here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't see me, but I was in the front row. I teleported.
Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, your first fight. Your fights for this round, you're fighting the monsters, like the monsters that he's created. So you start with the Doom Shrooms. They're like a bunch of little mutated mushrooms. Then you get the Duelectro, which are kind of like the xylophone, the Xylamanders, but they're a little extra. Like,
colorful.
Yeah, they're colorful. And then last you get the One Hertz Wonder, which are like 2 like boombox looking, or not boombox, like speaker things, but they're supposed to be the snails. And then after that, you battle Encore Larry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Larry comes back.
Larry comes back, and it's Encore Larry.
Dang.
This was pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, he what is it like? He has no hair?
Yeah,
I don't remember this.
He didn't have much hair before.
He did, yeah.
so-
It's like he's completely bald.
Well, I think there was something like
And he has,
Rick
like, a bomb.
took his hair from him or something.
I don't remember. I kind of skipped through some of the dialogue.
It was pretty entertaining. I wish I remembered. Let me see if I wrote anything down. Probably not. Oh, I did write
hair.
Karma Dioxide. Oh, I just wrote Encore Larry and then in parentheses his hair.
Yeah, I think he does talk about. He's like, my hair, like lost for nothing.
Yeah,
and he's like, you are a cool dude, or something like that. Like he's like on your side after this.
I don't know. Yeah, but you fight him again. I don't really remember what the mechanics are.
Yeah, it wasn't
impressive enough.
There was a bomb. He like dispatched a bomb at one point, and you had to destroy him in the bomb before it exploded. At least I think it was going to explode.
Maybe I killed him before that happened. I don't know.
Yeah, there was like a little bomb, and it was each round it would go down. Like,
interesting.
I must have killed him too fast. Honestly, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, but after this, it's final boss.
Well, yeah. Well, so you win the Battle of the Bands. There's a party on the rooftop, and that's where all your friends are, including Dr. Strum. And then the last thing to do is to go into Rick and meet about the contract to sign with SMR.
Did anyone sign yes?
Oh yeah, I did, of course.
Okay, thank God, because I was so focused on beating him, I never went back and tried.
Yeah, I did it first.
Okay, good.
Because I figured it would be like a shorter thing. So you can sign the contract. You can say like, yes, I'll sign it, and you sign it, and he's like, oh, thank goodness. Like, I didn't think you would, or some crap, and then that's like the end of the game, basically. He owns your soul and crap. Or you hit no, and he gets all mad.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The screen when you sign yes, it says sell out.
Oh.
Yeah. And then if you say no, it says honorable.
I panicked because I like read the dialogue, but I wasn't paying that much attention. And then the contract popped up, and I was like, wait, what do I want to do? Do I want to not sign it? I was like, shit, I don't know. I didn't sign it, and it was fine. But
it's kind of weird too, because as you're going, like when you're at the rooftop party, you're talking to a bunch of people and everybody's like, oh, are you going to sign it or not, Rob? Like, so-and-so thinks you'll sign it, but I'm not so sure. Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like this is not a question. Like the whole game has been like, SMR is
like,
evil.
Yeah.
The baddest
signing.
guys. Yeah. We're not signing this.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
So yeah, then you fight Rick. He like gets all mad. He's got like a shit ton of money and paperwork.
Yeah, he'll throw paperwork at you and like bathe in money.
Yeah.
And then when he only has like 400 HP at this very beginning.
Yeah.
You down him pretty fast.
He's got a few different phases though, because you fight him and then he like sends out like machines in his room, like these weird box things.
Yeah, like the walls like pop out with these like boxes that have
they're like file cabinets. I don't know what it was supposed to be.
I don't freaking know, but they have like aux
amps
cords that come out and like attack you.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
So you beat those, and then he becomes like a giant spooky head.
He's like inside the gem in a giant head.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It was really like the end of Cultic vibes.
Oh, sure, yeah.
But then he also had like a bunch of different like aux cables of different colors that all had different effects when you killed them.
Oh,
like one would attack you, one would like
debuff you,
and one would buff him.
That sucks.
And I
killed them all so fast.
This was the point where I just got absolutely wrecked because I couldn't. Killing these things did not give me any HP. And so I was just slowly losing HP. And just by the time I got to this point, I was like, I don't have enough HP to even play my moves.
Yeah.
And so that's why I died.
Yeah, because you kill them and then you fight the head for a minute and then he brings them back, you fight them again, and you fight the head again.
And you have the option to attack the head, but you can't cause the head any damage until all the cables are gone.
But you can't debuff it though.
There would be times where a couple times I would use all my attacks and get rid of all the cables, and then my little beast would summon, and the only thing left would be Larry to attack. But because the turn hadn't ended, it would cause no damage to him. I was like, God damn it.
That sucks.
But you would get like 1 or 2 rounds on him where he wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. So just like some freebies. Yeah. But I felt like at least for me, like the crescendo is when I used the crescendo when he summoned the aux cables.
Yeah. Oh,
because it would pretty much like almost wipe them out entirely, if not completely.
Yeah.
And then you could use some beat face on his face.
Yeah. That's exactly what I would do.
Yeah.
When I finally went back and revamped my entire, I had to change the strings on my guitar. I had to change 2 or 3 of my all of my pedals. I had to switch out all my cards. Like the way I was playing just did not work. For the final boss.
Oh, and I was kind of realizing, because like most of this game, I was like, oh, this game's kind of easy. Like I almost felt like there's like overkill with how much customization you get. But then at the end, like these last few big battles, I was like, oh, like I can see where the challenge is here. And I think my build is just working really well.
Yeah.
Because
got lucky with your build.
Yeah. Because I had some close calls, but I didn't die. But I was definitely seeing like, oh, like this is pretty tough. Like I gotta be careful.
Yeah. The one thing I wish was like an aspect of this game was switching instruments in the middle of battles.
That would have been crazy.
I know, but there were times where like I would be in the middle of a battle and be like, oh, I really wish I was using the bass right now. And I feel like you would have been able to utilize a lot more of the like the upgrades, and you might utilize the instruments more if you could. I mean, maybe you have to use an entire turn to switch your instrument, which allows them to attack you twice in a row. But
that might be cool for like, oh, this phase of the fight I need that acoustic out.
Yeah. So I don't know. Like maybe even the boss battle could have been 4 rounds of being very obviously like, oh, I should be using this. So I should I don't know. Because it felt like I missed out not using all the instruments. So.
Yeah. For me, I wish that there was more variety in instruments. Like it was really awkward to me that there was like basically 3 guitars and like a synth.
Yeah.
I was like, why?
Yeah.
And no banjo.
No banjo.
Which apparently is how he plays
his
metal
thing.
music.
Yeah, that's his thing.
So that just felt a little awkward to me, but it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you win, and then he's like, please don't hurt me. I'm weak. I'm actually a baby.
Yeah, he like tries to explain himself. He's like, oh, I just wanted to start it like this, and then it kind of got out of hand, and I thought, well, that won't be so bad. I'll just do it this time. And then basically he at the end, he's like, oh, I see the error of my ways. Which is stinky, but he does he releases everybody off their contract, so everybody's saved.
Oh, good.
He undoes the monstrification on all the monsters somehow, and all the monsters become regular animals again.
Yeah, he just pushes a button and then
that's right. Yeah.
It's great.
There's like a shockwave of like
yeah.
Oh, sure.
And that's pretty much it. And then the credits roll.
Cool.
Based on the world of Rob Scallon.
Wow. Sounds like a blast.
I had a blast.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, sounds like a good one.
I had a lot of fun.
Very cool. All right. Anything else to add before we sign off?
No, I don't think so.
Give us the outro.
All right, we're about to outro it up. All right, so this concludes the discussion episode for Fretless. Please join us next week for the rain episode of
Mio. Memories in Orbit.
Oh, nice. Followed by its discussion episode the week after. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there is something you would like us to review. Please just make sure to include game requests in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. You can find us on most socials as letmebeyourgg. That's Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and the X. You can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you so much for rocking out with us, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for letting us be your game guide. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh, nice.